Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is JPhanta. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Dragon Ball Seekers category. Since Global has just gotten the Kid Goku event to get the LR Kid Goku that is the category leader for this category, I thought it would be a good time to talk about why this team is going to be one of the best free-to-play categories out. So first off, we are on the Dragon Ball wiki page for the category. These are all the units here that is in the category. The pay-to-play leader is going to be the GT, Goku, Pan, and Trunks. I'll talk about that card in a second. We also have sub-leaders here, which are obviously the Goku, and then the Goku Jr, EZA, which is great. And of course, I'll get into that. We have a bunch of LRs. I'm also going to talk about the teams that you can make using this category, specifically for free-to-play. And then also talk about the cards that are great in this category as well. Then we have all the URs here. It's a pretty decent selection. And the SSRs and the SRs, which are not as important. And there's some rares in there as well. So, let's go and talk about the pay-to-play leader, which is the Goku, Pan, and Trunks. They are a 170% leader for the category and for key, which is really good. Not only is it 170% for both HP, attack, and defense, it's also 4 key, which is quite interesting. I think this is the first time they've ever done this, and I believe it's like that because there's a bunch of free-to-play cards and there's not many, pay-to-play cards. It also has a sub-leader for super types for 100% stat boost and 4 key, which is nice. I'm not going to talk about, mix and matching with other types and other non-category units. So if you do want to see that, you should probably research that yourself. They have a really decent passive skill, attack and defense plus 77% when they super attack. And then they get an additional attack plus 77% when performing an ultra, which is above 150% attack boost, which is awesome. And they provide themselves 1 key per Dragon Ball Seekers category ally on the team, which makes it super easy to get them an 18 key super, which is super awesome. The only downfall, I'd say, is the link skills. It's just all key links. And like I said, already having that passive skill is already good enough, but I mean, there is some units that will help them super attack even better, so I'll get into that. And yeah, there's nothing really much to say, just being a great pay-to-play friend leader to bring. So next we have the sub-leaders for the category, Goku Jr, EZA. Once EZA, he is a 77% category leader for the category. He is also an int type support sub-leader, so like I said, you can mix around int type units and build some sort of team around like that and make it even better than what I'm going to suggest even. Raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy. Of course, they are EZA, so they get the level 140 cap, and then as well as SA 15. A potential of 160% attack boost, which is awesome. And the 60% defense, so that's really good for defending, and plus the raised defense is a 30% increase, I believe. Yep, a 30%. So he can actually defend quite well as long as you get that great chance and do a lot of damage. Link skills, unfortunately, is not the greatest as well, but he is very strong for this category. And of course, the 170% leader, plus this guy is going to be insane. It's already, what, 247% stat boost in the leader skill, and that's already better than double 120 leads at that point. The next leader skill, the next sub-leader we have is the TUR version of the Kid Goku. Unfortunately, right now he's a 40% leader and 2 key for the Dragon Ball Seekers category, but I think it's a strong chance that the LR is going to be 100% stat boost, and the reason is because, well, if they just make it 70%, I feel like that's underwhelming, especially when they're an LR and then a EZA card already has a better leader skill. So that's my thought. As well as, LR Vegito is a prime example. So the TUR version of the LR Vegito, he had a 40% stat boost and 2 key, I think, for super types. And then he turned into a 70%. For super types, there's a lot more, mix arounds. With Dragon Ball Seekers, it's like one small category. So that's why I think, Dragon Ball Seekers is going to be a 100% stat boost and 3 key. They're actually really good. He can still super attacks. He changes a certain colored key orb to a rainbow sphere, and then for every rainbow orb they collect, it is an attack plus 20%. So potential already at TUR form, 100% attack boost and 10 key, which is overkill until they get the LR form. And then the links is you got the Shattering Limit. There's a lot of Shattering Limit units in here, so that's going to be a prominent 2 key link. And And since they're in the Dragon Ball Saga, they do get the Guidance of the Dragon Balls and the Incredible Adventure. And there are a few units that do have that in the categories, but I don't think they're the best for the team at the moment. But yeah, that's about it for this card. It's not at its peak yet, so we have to wait until they get the LR form on JP first. Next, we're going to talk about the LRV Pan. She's actually a really good unit. LRV Pan, she has the stun chances with her super attack. Of course, being an LR, she has great stats. Recovers 33% damage dealt as HP, which means, you know, you're probably never going to die with her. And then high chance to reduce damage by 55%, which is really good. She also has the active skill, in the first free-to-play card to have an active skill. All allies attack plus 33% for 1 turn. Can be activated at the start of the 3rd turn. So she can also be a support unit for 1 turn, which is awesome. And then she has some decent links, such as, you know, GT is a prominent link in there. The Innocence, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. So yeah, really good. And she can super attack, what, at 15 key or whatever it was? Yep, 15 key for her Maiden's Blast, so that's awesome. So, next, we're going to talk about a few extreme units before we get into the team builds that I have made for this team. First off is the Transforming Frieza. So, this can be another friend leader that you can bring, and this is specifically for an extreme type team. He's just really good because we have the LR Frieza, and LR Frieza and this guy, once transformed, have so many links together. So you have Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Metamorphosis, I believe they have. Yes, Thirst for Conquest, they do have. Big Bad Bosses, and Fear and Fate. I think the only thing they're missing is the Legendary Power and the Fierce Battle. So, what's that? 2 key, and then 4 key altogether. 15, 30, a total of 55% attack boost potential, which is absolutely insane, especially for this Frieza. As he keeps increasing his attack and defense, he's going to actually hit really, really hard if he's linked up with the LR Frieza, of course. So that's a nice combination you guys should know. So enough about that. Obviously, there's so many great cards in this category. I think it's about time we talk about the team build. So the first team build is a team build where it's based off Hybrid Saiyans. And so this is the team that I have here. Unfortunately, the team builder site does not have the GT, LR, Goku, Trunks, and Pan at the moment. So as you can see, there's only 6 units in here. Imagine the 7th unit is, you know, the GT, Goku, LR. So the units in here, we have, as the leader, it depends on, you know, who's out at the moment. But you're probably going to have Goku Jr. because he's the 77% stat leader, while this TUR Goku needs to awaken. And we're just going to assume he is a 100% stat leader. So if he is a 100% stat leader, he will be the leader. You have EZA Kid Gohan, which is another great EZA card to do some damage. Bulma is there to tank and heal us a little bit. Yuri's a card that I didn't get to talk about. He is a support unit for the Hybrid Saiyans category for attack and defense plus 30%. So pretty much everybody here except for the Bulma will get the boost and the LR. But luckily for us, the Giru will not be in the rotation with the LR at all. So that doesn't really matter. He also gets a 60% attack and defense boost and 2 key as long as there is a Dragon Ball Seekers category ally on the field. So that's really good, and that's why he's going to be linking up with Goku Jr. as Goku Jr. is the strongest card here, other than the friend leader. Obviously, they're going to have to link up, and they share, you know, 4 key together, so that's not too bad. And there's not really that many attack links everybody shares. Everybody has, like, Sun Families, which is 15% defense up, and then a lot of key links. Now, what B Pan and the LR Goku provide each other is Prepared for Battle, GT, and Shatting the Limit, as well as the Saiyan lineage. So yeah, that's, I think by then you are automatically 24 key supering, so I think you shouldn't worry about having, you know, a lack of key, I reckon. Obviously I haven't tested this out since I don't have every single card here, but I can't wait to use this team on Global. I think this is one of the most fun teams, as it's not full Hybrid Saiyans, but it's, you know, a decent mix of everything. So with that said, I like this team a lot. Let's get into the next team, which is a really, really stupid team, but it's going to look super cool. And that is a full LR team. Now, obviously you gotta wait for this Goku to turn LR to make it an absolute full LR team. But when he does, 100% stat boost, and then double that, you have Yamcha in here as well, as long as you farm the World Tournament. LR Frieza. Then you have the B Pan, and then you're going to have the 170% stat lead LR as your friend. So altogether, that's a 270% stat boost altogether. The Ginyu forces together link super well. Bonus 25% attack up and a lot of ki as well. And they both support each other, which is a great thing. The only problem is probably ki. Obviously, not everybody shares a lot of the ki, but, you know, with the Pan and the GT Goku combo, it's an automatically 18 ki super at that point. But I think for these, and also the assistance of changing to Rainbow Orbs, this Goku is going to be just fine. I think the problem would be LR Frieza and Yamcha for the ki. But other than that, everybody should be able to super attack just fine, and I can't wait to see it. We are only able to get a full, I believe, Extreme and a full Super team at the moment of LR. So that would be a cool thing to get a first free-to-play LR or LR category team. And then finally, the last team we have is an upgraded Extreme team slash Planet Namek Saga team. As you guys know, if you've seen the category, if you had a quick glance, there's a lot of Planet Namek Saga because they're all trying to find the Dragon Balls, trying to hunt that down. And so this is an Extreme team that I've made with a few, obviously, substitutions in there. Now, we're going to assume that this Goku is the 100% leader here. The only problem is he will not get the boost until we get an Extreme Dragon Ball Seekers leader. Unfortunately, we'll have to run him as a super leader. We do have the Frieza transforming as our friend leader. So altogether, it's a 220% stat boost, which is still pretty decent. You have the LR Frieza and the Frieza combo with the Ginyu combo. And then you have the Int Ginyu in the rotating spot as he does a lot of damage and can defend pretty well. And then Jace for extra support, just in case, you know, you need that little bit extra ki. And then obviously Goku changes orbs. And then you have these leftovers, so if you don't have the Goku, Goku Jr. will be in there, which is fine. He won't be the hardest hitter in there, but he should still do some decent damage as long as he gets his passive up. And then these are the leftover Ginyu Force members that we couldn't fit in. And I think these three are the worst ones out of all of them anyway. But yeah, that is a little discussion about the Dragon Ball Seekers. I gave you some team ideas, what some of the great cards they have in the category. If you guys want to talk more about the Dragon Ball Seekers, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to reply to some of the comments, and we can see the highest potential this category can be, because I think this is definitely going to out-trump at some point the Pure Saiyans category for free-to-play. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure you leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video around, but as always, thank you guys for watching. It's been JPhanta, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay fizzy, peace out.